Mexican coffee is so tasty. What's up, amigos? I hope you are having a great day. This is Taylor with Coding for Tacos, a channel where I talk about WordPress development, freelancing, and web development in general. In today's video, I want to talk about what custom post types in WordPress are. This is going to be a short video because my main goal is to explain what custom post types are, but by the end of the video, you'll know what they are, you'll know very basically how to use them, and we will have looked at a real-world example. So, I'm going to magically disappear from the screen, and let's get started. Custom post types in WordPress. So what are custom post types and why are they so cool and useful? And they're super useful, let me tell you. So to understand the idea of what a custom post type is, all we really need to understand is what a regular old post type, what that is. Once we understand that, then a custom post type will make a lot of sense. And I'm here on WordPress.org, and actually WordPress has a few different default post types. And I typically think of posts and pages, and there's a great definition right here. WordPress houses a lot of different types of content, and they are divided into something called post types. So if we take a look at the dashboard, we have posts and we have pages, and we separate them out for obvious reasons. Maybe we have a blog page where we want to output or display all of the posts, but we want to treat pages differently. And if you've ever installed WooCommerce, then you have another post type, and that is products. And to give you a couple more examples, I believe the Divi theme comes with a portfolio post type, and that way you can add portfolio projects. I've also seen a lot of themes out there that have the custom post type of case studies. And so these are themes that are set up for someone who has a business where they do lots of case studies, and so those can easily be added to the site. And for one final example, we're going to take a look at the new Coding for Tacos website. Check it out, codingfortacos.com. And I made a custom post type of videos because I'm not going to display all the videos, but when I have a new video that on the channel and I want to highlight it here on the website, all I have to do is add a new video post. And because I made a page template to query those posts, that new video post will automatically show up right here. So a custom post type can really be anything that you want it to be. Like I said, I normally think of posts and pages, but it can be products, case studies, a photo gallery. If you can dream it up, you can probably make it a custom post type. So think of it that way, like categories for your content. You might have posts, pages, products, photo galleries, portfolio projects, case studies, and all of those are just different types of post types. So after the end of this video, you'll be able to make your own custom post type for your WordPress theme. Let's do that right now. I'll show you an example of a custom post type that I made, and I'll show you how I made it, and then I will show you how to query your custom post type once you've already created it. To make a custom post type, we really just need this function, register post type. And I know, at least for me, sometimes the WordPress docs are a little hard to navigate, so I will link some great blog posts in the description. But let's just look at this for now. Register post type takes two parameters, a string with the name of the post type, and then an array is the second parameter, and that is an array of arguments which dictates some options that your custom post type can have. And there's a really good example down here at the bottom. This is to register a custom post type called book. Now don't worry, my example will be much simpler than this. You don't need half of these lines of code to make a custom post type, but that's why I think it's a good example because you really see a lot of the options that you have. Now up here, they created a function, and they're calling this function when the theme initializes, so add action init, and when the theme initializes, this function gets called, and within the function is our register post type. They're calling the post type book, and they're passing in all these arguments. Those arguments are this array right here, and you can see that the labels, here's the variable, that's all this stuff. And this just dictates what it looks like in the WordPress dashboard. So my example is going to be for case studies, and those labels dictate the fact that you have case studies here and here, add new case study. That's all those labels do, these labels right here. And you really don't need to use all of those options, as you're going to see. The other argument I want you to see is this right here, supports. This custom post type of book supports a title, an editor, an author, a featured image, an excerpt, comments, etc., etc. So you can actually choose when you make a custom post type what fields it will need. And then with advanced custom fields or something like that, you can really even add a lot more customization, let's say, to your custom post type. So now let's take a look at my example. If we take a look at the site, I've decided to make this example with the beautiful 2020 theme. And here I have a case studies page. And this page has a page template I built that queries all of our custom case studies post types and displays them. Now I know this is really ugly, so forgive me, but my case study post type has a title, the content, the normal WordPress editor content there, and a featured image, which are these pictures. I've only added 2 of them, but they're being output on the page as they should be. So now let's take a look at the code. In my child theme in functions.php, I created a function, create case studies post type, and this also runs when the theme is initialized. Here is my register post type function and I'm naming this case studies and passing in the arguments. You see I have much fewer arguments than the other example. I'm just passing in these labels, case study, and the singular name is case study. And then my case study supports a title, an editor, a thumbnail, and an excerpt. So if I go to new case study, you can see it has all those options, featured image, excerpt, the content right here, but I don't really want an excerpt, so I will remove that. I'll save. And now when I refresh this page to add a new case study, you can see that the option for the excerpt is gone. And I could do that to, let's say I do that for the content. I would just remove this editor option here, update, and oh, there it is, it's gone. So you can see that based on what you need for your custom post type, you can kind of choose what options there are. I'm going to add the editor option back. There we go. Okay, so now that we've seen how to create custom post types, and again, always just refer to the docs. Now that we've seen how to make them, let's go ahead and look at how to query them. And here in templates, I created my case studies page template, and we can query them with WP query right here. And so here what I'm doing is I'm passing in these arguments into my query. I want to query the post type of case studies. Remember, this is what I called it when I created it. This is the first parameter of that register post types function. I'm saying I want to show 8 per page. They have an ascending order, and I'm ordering them by the title. And then down here, so here we've created our query, and this is a lot like the normal WordPress loop that outputs blog posts. If there are posts within our query, so if there are case studies, then good, we'll continue. And while there are case studies, we want to output them. So query the post. And then I'm getting the post thumbnail here. I'm retrieving the alternative text for that. And down here, I am just displaying it. Here is the title of our custom post type. So you can see that it has the CSS class of text large heading. And that's because I copied it from a different example. but if I inspect, you can see it has that class, text large heading. So let's go back. That's that. Here is the content. So this is the text that you see right here. This is the content. And then down here I'm outputting the featured image or the thumbnail, which I am grabbing from here. And then here are while loop ends and our if statement ends as well. So that's it. Now you've seen what custom post types are, how to create them, and finally how to query them. I know this wasn't maybe as thorough as it could be, but the idea was really just to help you understand what custom post types are and very basically how they work and how to use them. So if you have questions, please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the video and if you'd like some further explanation on this topic. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Take care.